Hello, twisted humans.
Do you find yourself wanting to know more about the latest murder, conspiracy, cult, or haunting?
Then this is the podcast for you. I'm Alecia.
And I'm Sierra, and this is Twisted and Uncorked.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Twisted and Uncorked, your favorite podcast. This is episode 217, and I have a nautical disappearance for you today. Before we get into that, Sierra, do you have a fun fact for me?
Of course, because I'm always prepared.
It's like she just realized that she had the perfect fun fact on in real time. Is it nautical themed?
I actually don't have a fun fact at all. I just realized, oh yeah, we do that.
Oh, it's okay. At least you knew what show it was.
True.
I have two sets of Truly Twisted notes in front of me and mine. That's just not confusing at all.
I am on a website about fun facts about boats. However, I'm not sure that I believe a single one of these facts.
Okay.
So I'm going to tell you about it and why. All right. So this fun fact says Laura Decker is the youngest individual to sail around the world. She's a 14-year-old who went off to sail around the world in 2012 when she was 16 and finished her trip 518 days later. So she traveled through time as well. She started when she's 16, now she's 14.
I really want that to be a true story.
I think they did that wrong. I think she was started when she was 14, and now she's 16.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, this says she started when she was 16 and now she's 14. So
my fun fact is not nautical related or AI related, but it is 1918 related in that certain things were created/invented in 1918. For example, the pop-up toaster.
Okay.
People were tired of burning their toast, so this convenience helped save breakfasts everywhere. Zippers were also invented in 1918 and incorporated specifically into military uniforms, which we will get to, and boots. So yeah, I thought that was interesting. 1918 is a weird time, and we will definitely get into it.
All right. I'm excited.
My drink, though, is nautical related, unlike my fun fact, in that it is called a Bermuda Triangle. In my not ocean-themed glass, I got ghosties here. But I basically told Sierra that we were making a pineapple orange ginger beer because I knew that I was drinking a mocktail and I just assumed that she was. Hers is in a copper mug, which is very Moscow Muley of her, and I appreciate it.
It also feels nautical to me because like the bells and things that are on the ships are made of brass.
That's true. That is true. I do really want to try the dark and stormy Bermuda Triangle cocktail as it is. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, everybody. And for that, you will need 1.5 ounces of dark rum, 1/2 ounce of pineapple juice, 2 to 3 ounces of ginger beer, 2 dashes of orange bitters, and a lime wedge cut into a triangle shape.
Nice.
So it sounds really tasty and refreshing, and I, of course, love ginger beer, as does Sierra, so we will definitely have to try that at some point if anybody wants to make themselves a boozy Bermuda Triangle, but we are drinking the mocktail version because I'm going to a Pilates class in 2 hours, and it feels irresponsible to drink rum and then go work out in a hot room.
Yeah, I'm going to do Pilates in front of my TV in a few hours, so agreed.
Atta girl. How did you make your ginger beer? Because I know that I last minute sent you this recipe.
Yeah, so usually I have ginger beer on hand. I did not have ginger beer, so I used club soda and ginger because I have ginger and club soda, and I just chopped it up really small and like pressed it and put it in there. So I have chunks of ginger floating around, and then I poured in a little bit of pineapple juice and a little bit of lime juice.
That sounds delicious.
And I do have orange bitters. I, did like that with my orange bitters.
I'm jealous that you have bitters in your house. A lot of recipes that I look at and find intriguing more and more involve bitters. So I feel like I just need to get a kit or something.
Well, I
Or
only bought orange bitters. Orange is the only one I have. Once upon a time, a long time ago, because my dad used to love
old fashions.
not even specifically old fashions, but bourbon. Bourbon is really popular in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Well, it's really popular in Kentucky, which is right next to Cincinnati. And so I wanted to learn how to like bourbon. And he's like, you got to put bitters in it. So I bought orange bitters specifically for that reason and never drank any.
I feel like if the opportunity ever presents itself, you and I need to do like a craft cocktail bartending class for the night. I feel like it
Mhm.
would be so fun. Not that you need any pointers because you seem to bust out beautiful and delicious drinks at all times. But I
I'm
clearly need to learn how to blend beverages.
I'm really good at following directions. That's it. I promise. Like
But
everyone's
I
always like,
just
"Oh
feel
my
like
god, you're
they're so
such a good
fun.
cook. You're such a good." I'm just really good at following directions. All right, I will follow them to a T.
Atta girl. And speaking of following directions to a T, I did not misunderstand the assignment for my episode today, but we will get into that after this quick break. Boom, boom, boom. Welcome back. So, we have made some Bermuda Triangle and some nautical jokes. So, as you can probably imagine, my disappearance is boat related. And it is about the USS Cyclops. It is the second most perplexing ship disappearance underneath the Mary Celeste, which, if you are a patron or if you caught the patron leaked episode version on our main feed, you know that Sierra did cover that episode. And naturally, we are going to have some of the same theories as a result. As always, my favorite is Sea Monster. But
100%. I mean, also things that are in the sea, although probably seem monstrous either way, are just crazy. Okay, even if it's not
I
a
know
quote
the
unquote
ocean
monster,
is terrifying,
it is
and
terrifying.
the Bermuda
Did you
Triangle is terrifying.
say USS Cyclops?
Yes.
Was that its given name before this event occurred?
Correct. That is the irony of it all.
Right. Didn't they think
Yeah.
maybe if
There's
we call
another
it a
ship disappearance
monster?
that I was looking into that was called the USS Terror. And it's like, what do we think is going to happen to these boats if you keep naming it this shit? Maybe just don't do that. Um, yeah, couldn't tell you why that was the name that I chose, but it's definitely ironic. So, in January of 1918, the Cyclops, under the command of Lieutenant Commander George W. Worley, was assigned to travel from Brazil to refuel the U.S. South Atlantic Squadron. That doesn't roll off the tongue like Cyclops. I mean, I guess that's a bonus there. And bring back manganese ore, which was a dense mineral essential to producing steel and ammunitions as a part of the war effort. And when the war erupted in Europe in 1914, the United States remained neutral for a time, but its navy did expand globally, and thus the USS Cyclops became part of a naval overseas transportation service, basically hauling things that they would need to get through the war: coal, raw materials, supplies, that kind of stuff, between the US, the Caribbean, and South America. So it was vital during the war, was what I gathered. And the US government approved making 4 of these ships. They were all
Okay.
styled and built similarly. So that makes sense to me in some ways, but also not. Like, why not just have like rotating ships rather than sending one back and forth all the time? But I get it. I get it. I don't understand war, so. But at 542 feet long, she was huge, but very slow. And her primary mission was to transport all of these supplies, like I said, to warships stationed around the world. They were powered by 2 reciprocating engines and equipped with multiple holds so she could carry thousands of tons of heavy cargo. But because she is long and skinny, that cargo needed to be carefully balanced so as to not capsize the ship. She didn't need to be fast. She was doing what she needed to do, just trucking along back and forth, helping the war. But by February 16th, the ship was docked in Rio de Janeiro. Her coal was delivered, and the next step was to bring 11,000 tons of manganese ore to Baltimore, Maryland, so that it could be turned into ammunition. Manganese is far denser and heavier than ore, though, making the stability of the ship much more precarious. This issue, along with the Cyclops sailing with a now broken starboard engine cylinder with a crack that had cracked weeks earlier in its trip, engineers had managed to keep it running on a single engine, but it was even more slow and thus vulnerable to inclement weather. Witnesses in Rio de Janeiro noted that the ship seemed to sit low in the water even before it was fully loaded, which was not a great sign.
Yeah, it's supposed to float.
Yeah,
It's a
no.
boat.
Strike one of nervousness, and
Yeah.
still there were still more things that they were going to need to carry. So on February 22nd, 1918, when she left Rio de Janeiro, they made a brief call to Salvador for refueling and then headed north to the Caribbean. After more than a week at sea, the Cyclops arrived in Bridgetown, Barbados, which is also like the heart of the, well, I can't think of her name, Amy Bradley disappearance. So
Right.
that's why that stood out in my brain. On March 3rd, 1918. There, more stuff was loaded onto the ship, and several witnesses reported a little bit uneasy about the way that the ship was starting to sink lower and lower into the water. Then, in Barbados, Captain C.H. Phillips recalled that Captain Worley seemed a little distracted, even agitated, and the ship was heavily overloaded. Some crew reportedly complained that the vessel was was tipping slightly as well. But still, Captain Morley still decided not to offload any cargo. On March 4th, with weather calm and the skies clear, the Cyclops went out of Barbados, bound for Baltimore, Maryland, its final destination. It was a voyage of roughly 1,800 miles, and she was expected to arrive at around March 13th. But she never did. Days passed, then weeks. No wireless messages came in from the USS Cyclops. No distress call. Not a single ship in the busy shipping lanes between the Caribbean and the US that were also delivering for the war effort reported seeing it as well. By June 1st, 1918, after an extensive search along the projected route that it would have taken by the U.S. Navy, the USS Cyclops, along with all 309 souls on board, was officially declared lost. There was 15 officers, 54 sailors, and 230 passengers. It was the largest non-combat loss of life in the U.S. Navy history. And it's strange because no wreckage was ever found. Not a single lifeboat, a distress message, nothing, no piece of clothing, no buckets, no pieces of boat, nothing was ever recovered. And it was as if the Cyclops had been erased from the sea altogether. And to this day, it remains the second strangest, most nautical mystery, as I said at the beginning. And for decades, investigators and historians have come up with plausible explanations. And we do like to speculate wildly. So let's get into that. The first and most obvious is that the ship was showing signs of being overloaded. So there's three things that could have possibly gone wrong with that. So the type of ship that the USS Cyclops was, of the four that was granted to be commissioned, is called a collier, the way that it's built out of steel and the shape of it. It was strong, but not indestructible. And during the war, these four were commissioned to do the same job. So if overloaded, it possibly made the ship's center of gravity too low. And if there was any sort of structural crack in the rough seas on its way back to Baltimore, Maryland, it would have caused the ship to break apart and sink almost instantly, which would explain the lack of distress calls and lack of evidence. The ship just sunk. If the ore cargo was not properly trimmed and leveled in the holes, it would shift in the stormy weather and capsize the vessel. But then again, if the vessel had been capsized and everything sunk, some sort of remnants of the boat would have been found, right?
That's what I was thinking until you said the very first part that you said that it would break apart. Is it possible that it's literally in pieces, and most people when they're looking at the surface are looking for a big chunk?
Maybe.
And this is in multiples?
Possible.
Still, it's been
Again,
many
it's a
fucking
huge
years.
boat.
So
It's a huge fucking boat.
with a bunch of huge stuff on it.
A bunch of huge bunch of huge and heavy things.
Yeah, it's got a bunch of stuff. You would think.
And it's like,
but
It's
I
just
you know.
it's strange to me, and also strange to me why there were so many passengers as well. It was like it was
Yeah.
doing double duty of, like, transporting people. But,
Yeah.
also keep in mind that some of these people were members of the Navy that were being brought in and that kinda stuff as well. Like, when I was researching this and I was going through, like, old documents, it was, like, showing photos of people that were on the ship that they could, like, guarantee had checked in and had some sort of job on the boat, and it was so sad. There's, like, a
Yeah.
whole bunch of, like, 20-year-old guys and just, like, in
Yeah.
their little sailor uniforms. Ugh, makes me sad. Another theory is that maybe there was some sort of boiler explosion. The boat was already hoofing it on one engine working, so maybe it caused some sort of catastrophic engine room failure or explosion, but with no debris ever found, even small pieces, like Sierra pointed out, it remains speculative, and it seems more likely that the ship sank as one large piece, as noted above. As noted above, I'm clearly writing a paper. Uh,
As
uh,
noted previous.
as noted previously, so, some habits just don't leave your writing, guys. Another possible theory is that it was a wartime enemy. There were rumors circulating that it was a possible German U-boat that took out the USS Cyclops, but no German submarine record matches that route or time that the boat disappeared. The Imperial German Navy archives, also studied after the war, contain no mention of any such attack. It is possible that, people were feeling a little prejudiced during World War II and wanted to blame the Germans.
What year did this happen?
1918.
World War II
World War II
was.
is in the 1950s. I know. And the Germans are always an enemy of
They're
human
always
things.
an enemy. What war was in 1918?
One in Spain that the US was helping support. It was a war in Europe. It was a European war.
Oh, it
That's
was
why.
World War One.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, it just kept saying the European War, so I didn't think
Yeah,
it was
America
World War
wasn't
One.
super involved in World War One, but I mean a little bit.
Kind
Not
of like
as
a
involved as in
very
World War
large
Two.
part of history, and, like, if this was a multiple choice test, I would have gotten all of those questions wrong. It's
And you
very
did the
evident.
research.
About the boat, not the war!
I know.
Uh, it just kept referencing a European war, and I'm like, "Wow, that's nice of the US to step in and help." That's why Canada wasn't involved. Um Another theory is that maybe something was wrong with Captain Worley himself. He became a source of later speculation when the ship disappeared. He was born in Germany as Johann Friedrich Wickman, and he changed his name after immigrating to the US. Some later suggested disloyalty or perhaps sabotage. Says that Worley himself was eccentric but a competent officer, perhaps abrasive, with a speculated drinking problem. So people wonder if maybe he was impaired while sailing the ship, and that's what caused her to possibly go down or go missing. And with already a precarious load on board, not really room for any error there.
Listen, I was suspecting him from the minute you said that he was grumpy but decided not to unload things anyway. I'm like, he's stealing all of this shit. I don't know where he's taking it, along with all of the humans, but he's stealing.
Along with all of the humans. He's stealing the humans too, probably.
Probably.
It's piracy. And finally, my favorite theory, and really the most likely theory, is that writers linked the USS Cyclops to the so-called Bermuda Triangle, since her route would have passed right through that region. This explanation lacks any factual support. It's only speculative, but we can keep track of some things that have disappeared over history, people. The triangle has earned a legend for a reason, but that legend didn't start until the 1950s, long after the USS Cyclops sank, but to me it makes the most sense, other than a sea monster coming up and swallowing it whole. Also possible. It's noted that more than 50 ships and 20 planes are said to have disappeared within the last 100 years over the Bermuda Triangle. But
Listen,
that
2
number
is a
can shift one way
coincidence.
or another. Yeah. 2
3
is
is a
good.
pattern. 50
50 is
is
a
fucking
problem.
obvious, okay? Clearly, this place is not okay.
I just don't think that we should be sending boats or planes through this area ever. I just think
Ever.
that ever. But it gets weirder.
Oh gosh.
The mystery deepened when two of the USS Cyclops' sister ships, the USS Proteus, 1941, and the USS Nereus, also in 1941, disappeared in the Atlantic under eerily similar circumstances while carrying heavy cargoes as well. And neither wreck was ever found of those ships either. So were the ships flawed by design? Or is it something more sinister, something attacked, something targeted? Or is it the sea itself? The sea is the problem.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's the sea itself, and also right there around the Bermuda Triangle, there's something going on. I saw this thing on Facebook today, which is probably a lie, but it was still interesting, that under, okay, so let's talk about the layers of the Earth here.
Yeah.
There's like the
Science with
mantle and the this
Sierra.
and the apparently, according to some theoretical scientists, there is a secret, even deeper ocean close to the center of
Oh, I
the
don't
Earth,
doubt it.
like
Is
under
this
all of
where
the
they think the
things.
megalodon is?
I don't know, but this is clearly like directly under the Bermuda Triangle. That's where the eels come from. Like,
It's true. And we
that's
still
where the
don't know
eels
where
come from.
they're
Yeah.
doing their
There's
thing.
probably
So
other aliens down there. I don't know.
there's a whole
Captain
lot of shipwrecks, that's for sure.
Captain What's His Face like
Captain
made a
Worley's
deal
down there.
with the fucking aliens and was like, "I'll bring you all these humans. I'll bring them right down to you."
Like a sacrifice. That's horrible.
It's so
But
stupid.
also a theory. Also a solid theory. The USS Cyclops is and also I hope they landlocked the shit out of that fourth ship. They're like 3 out of 4 of them went missing with no trace. That one's not going out there. That's all we have left. The USS Cyclops' last known coordinates remain totally uncertain, but her presumed route would have been from the Barbados northward. Ugh, it's a good thing I'm not a ship captain. To Chesapeake Bay, where it would have crossed deep ocean trenches where wreckage could float down and be lost forever. After all, over 80% of the ocean is undiscovered. So if the boat did sink down there to where we could never see her again, how do 3 out of 4 of them go missing, though, with no trace, is my question. But anyways. More
Yeah.
than 100 years later, it remains one of the Navy's most haunting enigmas. And for the families of the 309 people, the absence of evidence offered no closure to them, only for the brain to wonder what if, like the rest of us. Historians generally agree today that the cause was likely a combination of overloading, structural stress, and bad weather, compounded by engine trouble that the boat was already having. But until the shipwreck is actually ever found, if it ever is, her fate will remain a ghost story of the sea.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that all of those things, the too much weight, the overworked boat, the like
Captain Worley being suspicious as fuck.
well, I think all of that stuff gives him more reason to be suspicious. He's like, they got me on this fucked up ship with
Janky
all
ship.
this stuff that's clearly like, he's like, I'm about to sink. No, I'm not. I'm gonna get the hell out of here or something. You know what I mean? Like, it would cause him to go rogue. You know? It's like if you're an Uber driver, all right? Like a fast like a Uber Eats driver, okay? And they gave you all of this food that's about to go bad in a car that's about to break down. And you could deliver the food and get yelled at by everyone who delivers it and maybe break down in the middle of nowhere. Or you could go home and eat all the food because fuck everybody else. Okay? He went home and ate all the food.
I think you're right. He could have sold that off the back of the ship for a lot more than
Yeah.
I'm sure he was delivering it for. That, and maybe he did sacrifice some souls to the Bermuda Triangle.
Maybe
Who
he did that.
knows? I mean, he seems eccentric enough
Maybe
that
he
it's
joined a
possible.
pirate gang and was
Every
like, Come and get him.
encyclopedia-like website about this man. Just said eccentric, eccentric, eccentric,
What
eccentric.
was
I'm like,
eccentric in 1918? Like, eccentric now means you were an emo like 15 years ago. Eccentric in 1918? What did that mean?
I don't know, kooky as hell, I imagine. Well, you guys will see photos of him and his curly mustache on our episode post for this. So if you're not already,
Great.
make sure that you're following us on social media. We love an exotic mustache on this show, but
We
we do
do.
not like human sacrifice. So I mean,
Yeah.
there's really a fine line. But let us know your thoughts and theories. My personal theory is sea monster.
Yeah.
I think the Kraken got the Mary Celeste and the USS Cyclops.
1918 was World
Okay.
War One.
Yes.
1941 is World War Two.
Suspicious.
Clearly, Worley with his German ass did all of this. Okay. Gosh dang.
Just to clarify, guys, Sierra can say that because she is part German.
I'm a German ass too.
She's allowed to be mad. You know what? You might be onto something too.
Gosh dang.
I mean,
All right.
but like no one's ever seen him again, so like he
Yeah.
technically disappeared too. I don't know. I just don't like it.
So did Hitler.
The ocean terrifies the ship out of me. That's perfect.
That was good.
I'm not
That
even
was
gonna
good.
cut that out.
Yeah.
I need to stop talking about this though because I'm nervous that I'm gonna get back on the Black Sea TikTok train and I don't want to
gosh.
go back.
Don't say it in front of your phone.
I know. Just as soon as I said it, I'm like, fuck. So, Sierra, do you have anything exciting or haunted to tell me about?
My house is so haunted. Okay.
What's going on?
Sissy refuses to go to the bathroom in the master bathroom in my bedroom because she's like, it's so creepy in there. And one day she specifically said that, like, she was like, let me use the regular bathroom. You use your bathroom because your bathroom is creepy. And I'm like, oh my God, you're ridiculous. You're dramatic. So I go to my bathroom. While I'm in my bathroom, the lights start flickering.
No.
And I was like,
What
what's
is
happening? Like, it wasn't just like a tick, 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 it was like,
Yeah.
it went out for a good, like, 2 seconds and then back on. So much so that I thought the power went out, like, for a split second. And then I came out of the bathroom and I looked around and no one had, like, said anything. Usually when the power goes out, the kids will be like, oh my God, just to make loud noise and be crazy. But nobody said anything or anything. And I was like, she literally just said that it was creepy in here. And now the lights are flickering. So I went to Jesse and I was like, babe, I am telling you, ghosts are real. All right. And Sissy's scared of our bathroom. And he was like, she should be. I went into our bedroom the other day and the lights just started flickering. And I was like, oh, that just happened to me, but in our bathroom. He was like, yeah, I don't know what's going on. And the ALEXAs.
I don't blame her. He didn't even question it.
Yeah.
He was
The
like, oh yeah, no, our house
ALEXAs.
is creepy.
The ALEXAs always just start talking. Like, so we have a bunch of ALEXA lights. And so we'll tell her, hey, turn on this light. Hey, turn on that light. Sometimes you'll just hear her go, okay. And a light turns on. But nobody told her to. And one time, I think I might
Nobody
have
that
already
you
said this one.
hear anyway. I
Exactly.
think we need to buy a second voice recorder, even though I don't think you want to
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I talked to, I'm pretty sure it's the woman, her the other day in the bathroom because I walked in there and the light started flickering in and I'm like, what is the issue? Like,
Yeah.
if you want me to leave, or I said, do you want me to leave? If you do turn, flicker the lights, whatever, nothing happened. And I'm like, is it the light itself? Like, do you just want to darken here? If you want me to turn off the lights, flicker the lights. And they flickered. And I was like, okay, I'll turn off the lights. Whatever.
I'll poop in the dark, I guess.
Yeah.
If that makes you feel better. I mean, that's creepy that you got intelligent responses.
It's creepy.
Yeah, that is creepy. I mean, that and, like, Sissy seeing who she thought was you in her bedroom, but not
Yeah.
actually having anyone in there.
Twice. Two times.
Yeah, no thank you. And you renovated your house, which
Yeah.
that was a mistake.
She probably wants me to finish the fucking bathroom. The bathroom is the only room in the house that's not finished. And
Yeah,
that's what
she's
she
like,
keeps
"Yeah, I want the
fucking with
lights
it.
out. This place is hideous right now."
Yeah. She's like, put my fucking wallpaper back, you bitch.
There hasn't even been a working toilet in here. Come on. Get your life together. I mean, yeah, renovations tend to stir up ghosty activity. I've never renovated anything in my house other than painting, so I don't know what its deal with me is, but that's fine. Um, and it's funny that I say that because me and Kevin and his friend, Mikey, played Phasmophobia last night for like 3 hours,
Oh God, no.
which is it's not actually 3 hours. Actually, no, we did play for 3 hours. Normally I can't play games for that long because I get dizzy with like the turning and the walking.
Yeah.
It gives me like vertigo. Um, so normally I can't play for that long, but Phasmophobia is a lot of fun because you do paranormal investigations, but it's in a video game and it can kill you and these
Yeah.
hands just come around your face and then you can't do anything and you're just like a ghost in the level while they're all playing around you. Have you played it before or have you seen it?
I I
It's
don't
fun.
think that it is the game that I'm thinking of, but I used to play a game where you would go around and take pictures of ghosts.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah,
Um,
so you use
yeah.
different paranormal investigation gear. You have to buy it, so you have to, like, beat enough levels to get money to and if you
Yeah.
die, you lose half your money. I mean, that seems fair. But I died 50% of the time yesterday. We played 6 levels, and I died half the time because it kept responding to my voice because you can, like, talk to it in the
Oh my
game,
God.
and you can walk around with spirit boxes and, like, salts and, like, all of this
Yeah.
gear, and then depending on what type of spirit it is how you, like, figure it out depending on how it responds. Like, if it's freezing cold temperatures or if it's, like, writing in a book or if it's, like if it jumps out and scares you. So we did a camp level yesterday that had a little girl ghost named Holly, and she just kept, like, appearing behind me, and Kevin's like, "Run!" It's fun. But it's ironic that I play this game when we deal with it in real life, which is just
Yeah.
actually ridiculous, but, it's a fun game, so would recommend if anybody likes to play video games. It's on Steam, and I'm pretty sure it's, like, on sale half the time. So, anyways, it's a fun game to play with your friends. I need Sierra to have a computer again so that we can play games like this together. It's less scary when it can't well, I don't know, I screamed a couple of times and Kevin's like, "I can't hear you, like, your mic just doesn't pick you up anymore after a certain point." Um, because in if you were, like, walking around with a spirit box, you have, like, headphones on, so you can only hear, like, whatever it picks up, so I heard
Mm,
crying or, like, I heard, like, a lady laughing, and I was like, "Ugh, no."
gross.
So gross. Um, and then, another random thing that I wanted to tell you about was slash that I'm excited about was that, the Jonas Brothers have a Christmas movie coming out. Did you see that?
I did see
Do
that.
you feel like a little kid again or a teenager
Um,
again?
I feel like
Oh, it's gonna be the cringiest movie ever. I already know it.
it's
I can
gonna be
see
so
she
cringy.
didn't wanna say it, her face was saying it, I said it for you.
I'm gonna watch it anyway, but
Of course.
holy fucking shit, what are they doing?
I don't know.
I mean, do whatever the fuck you want, but also,
I like that they
what are you
also,
doing?
like so in the trailers that I've seen, it feels like they're trying to cater to kids, like they used to, like in our era, and
Yeah.
adults because they definitely poked fun at Joe being a slut in the trailer.
Yeah, it's like they're like, this is for our fans who visited us when they were in high school and their daughters. Like, thank you. I think I don't know.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
If you and Sissy end up watching it together, put me on an iPad next to you, okay?
Yeah.
But I'm very excited for it. I think that comes out on the 18th or the 19th. And then, I bought myself a present.
Oh?
Uh,
Is that blanket a present? Because it's beautiful.
uh, it was my birthday present from Perez. It's the softest blanket ever.
It looks like cozy.
It is so cozy.
Oh,
She was 40% off. So I
nice.
had to. It was $130 with shipping. Um, it was necessary.
When you open those books up, you cannot read the Throne of Glass first. You
I have
have to
to
read
read
Assassin's Blade.
Assassin's Blade. It's in
Yes.
that order, so it won't
Is
let
it?
yeah.
Okay.
It won't even
Oh,
let me.
good.
So there
Good.
you go. But I did write it down when you told me that a long time ago. So
Yeah,
I'm very
because
excited.
everyone said to read it third or fourth or something. They said that's what Sarah J. Maas recommends. But I tried to read the Throne of Glass first, and I
You were
read the first
confused.
chapter, and I was like, this book sucks. I don't want to read this. And then I read Assassin's Blade, and I was like, okay, wait, I need to know what happens in Throne of Glass. So it just, for me, I needed to know the character before I jumped right into her story.
That's fair. It's kind of like how we needed A Court of Thorns and Roses to give us all of Feyre's little isms and world building
Right.
for us to
Right.
appreciate the rest of the books.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's necessary. But yeah, I'm very excited. Hopefully put out good energy for my next Saturday shift, guys, because apparently that's all I'm getting.
You
And
got it.
no, I left that shift and I definitely laughed and I was like, I bet you that was a little bit of Sierra. There's a little Sierra magic in the universe as well. Because the most amount of money I've ever made serving in one shift was $360. And that's insane. Um,
Good.
let's hope, because life's expensive. And I would really like to come see Sierra. So if you would like to help support that, no, I'm joking. But if you want more of us, you can come listen to us on Patreon. We do monthly urban legends and bitch and wine segments where you can get more nonsense like you get at the end of the episodes. And yeah, maybe some stuff in the future. We always talk about ideas. Something will happen.
Yeah. Something will
People
happen.
keep asking us about book club.
Mm,
We might have to bring back book club eventually when we both have more time because let's face it, we love to read.
we
Um,
do.
yeah. Anyways, we love you guys lots. If you like this episode, rate and review. Let us know your theories as to what happened. It's definitely a sea monster, but I want to know. And in the meantime, we'll see you next week for Sierra's.
I don't know.
No, she doesn't know yet. And in the
I don't know.
meantime, keep
Keep it
it
twisted.
twisted. Twisted and Uncorked is hosted and produced by Sierra Zorn and Alecia Watson. If you like the show, don't forget to leave a 5-star rating and review wherever you are listening now. It really is the best way to spread the word. You can check out all things Twisted on our website, twistedanduncorked.com, and we will see you next Tuesday for a brand new episode.